It's time for GMA Life. Hidden danger in the waves. The urgent warning about double drownings when a rescue attempt ends in tragedy. Ginger is diving in for our must-see demo.
Woo, my legs are burning.
Try before you buy. Becky Worley slathering on the sunscreen to find out which one is best.
Made in America. Tori Johnson is here with deals and steals on American-made products.
And Main Street, USA. We're celebrating America, visiting cities and towns across the country that share red, white, and blue spirit.
Hello and welcome to GMA Life. I'm Ashin Singh.
And I'm Lori Bergamato. Right now, we're backstage in the GMA Green Room.
Yes.
Coming up on GMA Life, Becky Worley is putting sunscreen to the test in her series, Try Before You Buy.
Plus, as we celebrate the 4th of July, we're visiting small towns across the country in our series, Main Street, USA.
Love that. Happy 4th, my friend.
Yes.
But first, an important safety demonstration for anyone headed to a beach this weekend. With elevated rip current risks, Ginger is telling you what to do if you see someone in trouble in the water.
This is the first time Dennis and Shannon Kenning have come back to this beach on Lake Michigan since they lost their son, Tom, in those very waters 2 years ago. The middle school teacher, husband, and father tried to rescue a young girl he didn't even know. She was struggling in the water. She survived, and he did not.
Tom, I could tell, was contemplating what to do. He handed me his hat and his phone and started walking toward the water's edge.
We all underestimate how turbulent, how strong this really is, and it can overcome you so quickly.
It's a hidden danger we see every single summer. Parents and brave strangers attempting to rescue people out of the water, often on beaches without lifeguards. While some are successful, far too often, neither the victim nor the rescuer survive.
They might have this confidence because they know how to swim. They make that instant decision, jump in. That's unfortunately the moment when they learn that this is going to be a very difficult task to keep this person at the surface. It turns into a double drowning.
To illustrate just how difficult it can be to rescue someone from turbulent water, I team up with certified lifeguards at Scoot and Surf at the water park inside the American Dream Mall. Here, choppy waves will help simulate the chaos in the ocean or the Great Lakes. My first challenge? Rescue not a person, but this, a 10-pound rubber diving brick, which lifeguards use to test their strength and endurance. I dive in, I grab the brick, and make it back to shore. These waves are only 2 feet tall, but already it was definitely a challenge.
Woo, my legs are burning.
Next, we raise the bar. This time, it's 12-year-old competitive surfer Huda who's gonna simulate a drowning victim, which can be dangerous to the person rescuing because victims often panic and then can drag you under. After a short break, I plunge back in. This time, it feels much more real. As soon as I take on that weight, I immediately struggle to keep my head above water. Fortunately, since this pool is shallow and I'm not fighting a rip current, I don't need to hold him up very long. If any of this looks like it was easy, it was not. And for good measure, we asked 2 volunteer dads to give both scenarios a try. Like me, Ryan successfully rescues both the brick and the drowning victim. But also like me, it was a lot harder than he thought.
Even just swimming out there, my heart rate went up. It was very, very tiring.
But watch what happens to our other volunteer, Mike. Before he even makes it to the brick, this dad of 3 signals to the lifeguards. He just can't get there.
You think you can do it, but the wave's hitting you. And you try swimming and it's just, you feel like you're getting tired and tired.
My arms were hurting. I mean, even now my heart is like boom, boom, boom. It's a lot more tiring than it looks like it would be.
And experts warned us if this were the ocean or the Great Lakes, it would be infinitely more challenging, especially because of rip currents.
In the pool, you have a controlled environment. In the ocean, you are in a relatively safe or seemingly relatively safe position one moment, and the next you're swept off your feet and you're 50 to 100 yards out to sea and you really don't know what hit you.
Mike says despite his struggle, if it were his own kids, he'd still try to rescue them, which would put his own life at risk. But there is a safer way. Bring a flotation device, which could be as simple as a boogie board. Here's how you could use it.
Far enough away from them so then when you hand them,
and he's not right on top of you. Safe distance, you say, relax, I'm here to save you.
I try my rescue again. The difference? Staggering.
Having the boogie board was everything. It made it so much easier. I was calmer. It felt like I had distance between me and the person. That distance gave me confidence.
Mike also gives it another go. This time, he makes it out to the brick and all the way back to shore.
It was still tiring, but it was a lot easier.
Because of that extreme fatigue, the United States Life-Saving Association warns against us regular folks attempting a rescue. Instead, first alert a lifeguard and call 911. If the victim is in a rip current, try yelling instructions. Tell them to calm down, float on your back, and swim parallel to shore. Out of the current and never against it. If you're close enough to them, throw them something that floats, like that boogie board, a pool noodle, maybe a beach ball, or even a cooler. If all that fails, while it's not recommended, experts say if you do attempt a water rescue, do not go in without a flotation device.
Yeah, I got it, we're on.
It made all the difference in this rescue. And it's a lesson this dad won't soon forget.
Such great safety tips there, Ginger. We turn now to our GMA Book Club pick for July.
Yes, and Maggie really had the honor of revealing it. Check it out.
This month's pick is heartwarming and hilarious. The Love of My Afterlife by Kirsty Greenwood. Now, the title gives it away a little bit. This is a rom-com set in the afterlife that is full of fresh starts and second chances. When 27-year-old Delphi unexpectedly dies before her life has even really begun, she's presented with a unique challenge in the afterlife. She must find and kiss her soulmate in just 10 days to get a do-over back on Earth. Author Kirsty Greenwood giving readers the perfect summer escape in her novel, The Love of My Afterlife.
Delphi, when she first gets to the afterlife, she meets this man called Jonah, and she has an instant connection with him. And her afterlife therapist, Merritt, tells her that she thinks Jonah might be her soulmate. So she is invited to go back to Earth to find him.
Not only is your book a rom-com, it's also sort of a coming-of-age story. Just not what we would expect. It's coming of age much later in life.
I think showing somebody later in life having a fresh start is really invigorating to read. There's no age limit to brand new starts.
Kirsty surrounding Delphi with a delightful cast of characters that ignite a new spark in her.
It's not usual to have such an introverted and slightly prickly person as the lead in a romantic story, but there are prickly introverts all over the world having love stories, and I liked the idea of giving her a voice, and that leads her to start to trust strangers again.
What is your writing process like? Do you have rituals?
I started a new writing ritual when I was writing this book. I decided to write it in 20-minute bursts. So I would do 20 minutes on Zoom with a friend, and then we would stop and we would get some MC Hammer on, and then we'd have a dance break. And we would do that for hours. It became a process of fun rather than work.
I just want to circle back to the fact that you listened to MC Hammer. What did you listen to?
It was You Can't Touch This.
Yeah!
Can't touch this.
As the popularity of romance novels surges, Kirsty says it's because the genre brings readers a sense of joy and comfort.
I love that it's not just about a woman finding a love for a romantic partner, but also finding a love for herself and connecting with her own desires.
You write that life is too short to wait around on a good idea. And for me, that summed up so much of the book, how it was about seizing every moment.
We're all kind of running out of time, and we're all full of, I'll do it tomorrow and maybe next year. We should get out of our comfort zones and try new things. I want readers to walk away feeling braver than they did at the start of the book, and maybe even slightly tired because they've laughed so much.
And guys, Kirsty says her inspiration for Delphi was actually herself, and that when she moved here to London, she felt like she was starting over as an adult, a feeling that I'm sure we have all struggled with. But Kirsty reminds us the message of this book is that it is never too late to chase your dreams. Well, The Love of My Afterlife is out now, and you guys can keep reading along with us on our Instagram at GMA Book Club.
Thank you, Maggie. I can't wait to read that.
Yeah, and when GMA Life returns, Tori Johnson with a special 4th of July edition of American-made Deals and Steals.
Welcome back to GMA Life. We are doing deals and steals made in America. Of course, 'tis the season for that. And all of the products this morning, we have partnered with all of these companies.
Yes.
Tori, thank you for being here as
Absolutely.
always.
Ready to do it?
Baby, you're a firework.
We are. That's here for you. Okay, so we're starting with Pop's Birding. One of the easiest ways to enjoy birds in your backyard, especially hummingbirds. These little swings right here are a delightful perch for birds after feeding. So if you place this near a feeder, then this is the perfect place for them to come, relax, but you get the perfect bird's eye view, right? And then we also have seeds, which are great for attracting hummingbirds and butterflies. We've got the Nectarade, which is 100% natural ingredients, pure sugar cane. So if you want the birds to be around you, this is the deal to get in on, especially today, all 50% off, starting at $250.
Can't beat that.
Yes.
So
All right.
sweet.
All right, next one, Mr. Lid. We've got a message from the creator.
I'm Paul Masayev, owner of Mr. Lid, made in Wisconsin. Mr. Lid is a container with an attached lid, so you never lose the lid. BPA free, microwave, dishwasher, freezer safe, stackable, bento dividers. Mr. Lid gives you that peace of mind when you're looking for the lid. It's tough, it's durable. We have all kinds of sizes. We're excited to bring you this exclusive deal.
I'm excited for this too, because you will never lose your lid because it's attached.
So smart.
It's so smart that it's attached like this. This is the 1 cup size. You just took chocolate chips from the 1/2 cup size.
Put me on blast, why don't you, Tori?
Then we've got, look at how cute this one is. So one of the things that you can buy are these optional bento box dividers to be inserts like this. So you can use it in different size containers.
So
and then you
smart.
get to create a little charcuterie board or separate your food for snacking or for storage. They have literally thought of everything with these. It's one of the smartest products that you could buy at 50% off. They start today at just over $1.
Wow.
So good, right? Really smart.
It's picnic season, and that's so perfect for that.
It is. Okay, next up, Bees Wrap. This is one of the easiest and eco-friendly ways to wrap your food or to use as a bowl cover for an alternative to disposable plastic and foil. So I've got this little half sandwich here for you, so you can see how easy it is to just take that, and with the warmth of your hand, you just wrap it around like that, and then boom, it stays right in place like that. It's not gonna come apart. Pop it in your pocket, pop it in the fridge, wherever you need to store your half sandwich leftovers or your bread, vegetables, fruits. There's a variety of uses for it, and best of all, that's reusable.
Amazing.
So you get so many eco benefits of it. They also make a really great product that's a fire starter using the scraps of this. So it helps if you want to light a campfire, light a wood stove, a slow burn, and a very little smoke. So they really are focused on kind of eco benefits all around. These are all slash in half, starting at $5.
Wow. And they're super cute patterns,
They
too.
are really fun patterns. Okay, the neg. Let's hear from the inventor.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Tyler. I'm the inventor of the Neg Egg Peeler. Listen, this thing is a must in your kitchen if you're like I was and you hate peeling hard-boiled eggs. This eliminates that chore. No more shells under your fingernails or pulling off the egg white with big chunks. This is the gem you need in your kitchen. And I'm telling you, we have a very special offer right now. So take advantage of it and let's all get the shell out of here.
She really nailed it on that. So it's so easy. You pop the egg right in there with just a little cap full of water, snap on the lid, shake, and serve. And the egg peels right off. So if you are somebody who makes a lot of hard-boiled eggs, you know that it's tedious, annoying to be able to peel it. With our deal, you'll get 2 of the negs, plus you'll get 4 of their different seasonings, which are great for devil's egg, egg salad, scrambled eggs, you name it. $23 plus free shipping for the set, a savings of 52%.
Get the
Fabulous.
shell out of here,
Get the
Bonnie
shell out of here.
Tyler.
I know, we're gonna start saying that now all
I
the
love
time.
it.
Thank you, Bonnie, for that line. Okay, pure wine. One of the easiest ways to remove histamines and sulfites from wine. We've got 2 different styles from them. Their individual wand, which will just be for a single glass. Awesome about this is that you could use it at home, on a flight, at a restaurant, a picnic. You could take it on a boat, any uses where you're gonna just have a need for a single glass, or you can use their Phoenix, which it attaches to the bottle of wine and it's gonna purify as you pour.
Wow.
A really great family-owned business, made in America. The sets that they've created for us are all slashed in half, starting at $13.75.
Love that.
Yeah,
Great
so
gift
smart.
for my
It is
family.
Good. It is very good. And then finally, I love the little birdie. We've got a message from the owner.
Hi, I'm Susan Harden, owner of Little Birdie Pillow Company in Calhoun City, Mississippi, and I'd like to tell you why you need Little Birdie pillows. They're cozy, comfortable, creative, and best of all, they're personalizable. That means you can add your city name, your state name, a family's name, even your pet's name. These pillows are a great way to celebrate and make great gifts for any occasion, especially weddings, housewarmings, birthdays, anything you can think of. And they're machine washable. Best of all, they're made right here in Mississippi.
They're so cool. I feel like
Adorable.
you don't even need one of those special occasions with this deal because it's so good. And the greatest thing I believe is that you're getting the entire pillow. So this isn't just like a cover that's attached to the pillow. This is fully sewn around, so you've got the entire thing. The whole thing can be thrown in the washing machine. The colors are great. There's so many different options. For names, zip codes, pets, obviously, that we love. So it's a quick upgrade for the couch or the bed, especially today, because at 52% off, these are $18 for a customized pillow.
That really is such a great deal, and they are so cute. They're also very comfy,
They are cozy,
too.
yeah.
Tori, thank you as always. We have partnered with these companies on these great deals. You can get them on our website, goodmorningamerica.com. Now back to Becky Worley with her series, Try Before You Buy.
As an Irish girl who loves to surf, let me tell you, sunscreen is critically important to me. But, you know, I do find the mineral ones work better for me in the water. And the problem, though, is they can give you that really chalky kind of zinc oxide lifeguard look. Enter, though, now we have tinted sunscreens that are colorless or try to match your skin tone. That may work for people better.
Summer means sunscreen, and we have questions. First, what number SPF to wear?
Dermatologists recommend that you use an SPF of at least 30 because an SPF of 30 will provide about 97% protection against UV rays.
But now, what about the type of sunscreen? Chemical or mineral? Chemical sunscreens break down the UV light after being absorbed into the skin and bloodstream. But with the rise of the clean beauty movement, many people are opting for mineral sunscreens, which provide a physical barrier on top of the skin.
So mineral sunscreens include metal oxides, titanium dioxide, and zinc oxide. They allow UV radiation to bounce off the skin.
But there's one problem with titanium and zinc oxide sunscreens. Did I get it all rubbed in? Good news, though.
We're able to make it sheer. We have these tinted mineral sunscreens on the market. They've added pigment to help be able to blend that sunscreen into the skin.
So GMA enlisting the help of two sun lovers, Nicole Proto, a pediatric nurse in Connecticut, and Carla Griffin, a student and entrepreneur in Atlanta, Georgia. They tried 3 tinted or sheer SPF 30 options. First, Neutrogena Pure Screen Plus that offers 4 shades. CeraVe Hydrating Mineral Sheer Sunscreen that they say blends seamlessly with all skin tones. And Drunk Elephant Umbra Mineral Cream that comes in 3 shades.
I know how important it is to have protection. I usually include some sort of SPF in all of my moisturizers.
First, the CeraVe. Nicole said it gave her a natural glow.
I got a lot of compliments that my face was glowing.
But says it was thick.
It's still pretty heavy on my face.
Carla says the shade wasn't so sheer on her skin at first.
I do see a slight hue.
But after a few hours,
it blended in. My skin looks great.
Then the Neutrogena products. Nicole using the shade medium.
It truly is so lightweight on your face, you don't feel like there's anything. You feel like your skin is breathing.
And says it was her favorite.
It mixed well with the foundation I use.
Carla using the shade medium deep.
Do you see that? Wow.
Admiring the way it blended in with her skin tone.
This little glow that it gives, I'm obsessed with.
And finally, the Drunk Elephant. Both using the shade Tint. Nicole felt it went on smoothly.
It looks like it's natural.
And the shade blended well.
So it really doesn't feel like anything's on my face.
Carla loving the moisture.
I feel protected.
And sunblock, and says it's her top choice.
This product
is a 10 out of 10.
Now, all of those sunscreens are shoppable on our website, and I have one other thought about mineral sunscreen options. Putting any lotion on a kid is like trying to catch an octopus with your bare hands. So you may not normally opt for the chemical, you may normally opt for the chemical sunscreen sprays. But I want you to check out this gadget. It's called the Solar Buddies Sunscreen Applicator. It's genius. You fill it up in the top, and then it's a super smooth process. The roller here just rolls the sunscreen on, and then it just rubs in. So you can put this on your kids so much easier and use these mineral sunscreens and the tinted ones that we tried out. This and the sunscreens are shoppable using the QR code on your screen.
Thank you, Becky.
Coming up on GMA Life, our series, Main Street USA.
Welcome back to GMA Life, and here we are in Times Square, and it's time now for our series, Main Street USA. And I guess, Lori, Times Square, it's kind of like Manhattan's Main Street, right?
I guess it is. We are on Broadway, so I agree. And all week we've been visiting the main streets of the USA, shining a light on the small towns across the country that are keeping the American spirit alive. Take a look.
We're having a great time. Now, obviously, Ann Arbor is home to the University of Michigan, but it's also home to a number of great small businesses and delicious food, which is why we are here for Main Street USA.
Ann Arbor, the evergreen town that sits just outside of Detroit. Home to the University of Michigan, maize and blues school spirit fuels the downtown. And here on its charming Main Street, more than 170 businesses, including Downtown Home and Garden. What once served as a livery stable and feed mill, now an urban emporium. Selling everything from plants to pet supplies.
We work hard on the right products, the best things. If it's on our shelf, we stand behind it. It's good. I like to say we are a small business, but we're a large operation.
And just down the street, Ann Arbor's very first sidewalk cafe. The Fleetwood Diner cooking up some of the classics around the clock.
When you can feed people, I think that's the best thing you could do. It's almost like family cooking, you know? It's like you're getting a homemade meal at the end of the day.
And if you want to geek out, look no further than Vault of Midnight, with hundreds of comic books right at your fingertips.
When folks come in the store, they're buying stuff, but they're having a good time. It's a transaction, but it's also an interaction with somebody who's very into the same things you are.
And finally, find your favorite scoop at Blank Slate Creamery.
We get ingredients locally and we use whole foods. We think that's the way it tastes best. Why not have something that's real?
Now, obviously, Ann Arbor has a ton of food, but what is summer without ice cream? So our good folks, our friends at Blank Slate Creamery actually made this special Good Morning America flavor for us. Isn't this cool? Janice is the owner. Janice, what is in this?
This is cherry chip latte made with locally roasted coffee and local cherries from Michigan.
Wow. Both my favorite things.
That's all for GMA Life.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.